Hey YouTube, welcome back to my channel. We've been posting a lot of videos lately. I don't know if you've noticed, we're pregnant. So we have posted when we found out that we were pregnant and telling our friends and family, and then our gender reveal party. I realized that I haven't done like a sit down video and just kind of chat about like the whole journey that I've been on these past few months, because it's been crazy. It's been the most incredible journey, but like also the most bizarre thing that I've ever gone through. And we'll go through all that in this video. But yeah, I just wanted to sit down and kind of talk about everything when I was really going through it, especially like in my first trimester. I was looking for videos all the time to see like what other girls were going through. Maybe this is just entertaining. Yeah, we're just gonna go ahead and get into everything. I guess I should start off with how far along I am. I am 17 weeks, which is insane, and it blows my mind of how quickly time has gone and pretty much how it's just going to continue to go by like so quick, and before we know it, little baby's going to be here. I will share my bump with you. So basically I look like this now. She's definitely like has grown, gotten bigger, but yeah. So anyway, so we found out that I was pregnant back in July. We told family like here and there, but for the most part we just kept it to ourselves. We were just trying to navigate everything. We were just kind of trying to figure everything out and telling family when it was kind of the right time. I guess I just want to jump into kind of like my symptoms that I've had during first trimester, because I am finally out. Let's just say that the first trimester was not my favorite. The first thing I'll talk about is acid reflux. That was terrible, and honestly to this day it's not great. But yeah, I really struggled with acid reflux. Like, I wasn't eating like salads every day. I was trying to have a diet that was more light on the flavor and like spiciness. I took Tums for a while and it helped in the beginning, and then like it stopped helping. Pretty much the acid reflux, when I would have it, it would kind of trigger my nausea, which I guess is the next thing that I'll talk about. Nausea was pretty present the whole time. Mainly, I wouldn't have morning sickness, but I would have night sickness. And basically, like, right before bed is when I would feel it. So pretty much week 7 is when I started waking up, like, really early in the morning and having bad nausea. And I would pretty much like take crackers, or always have like crackers at my bedside and take some. But that was really annoying, having to wake up every day, and especially not even just like every morning, but like early in the morning. So that kind of like started the nausea. Week 8 all the way up to maybe week 15, which was like 2 weeks ago, I would have like night sickness, and it was terrible. I remember like in the earlier months though, I would literally have to sleep with like a plastic bag in my hand. Another thing I experienced in my first trimester is fatigue, which is once again like super common for a lot of girls. Very early on, I'm talking about like maybe week 5, 6, up to like the first week of my second trimester. Like, I've just been so tired all the time. Definitely like have to take it slow and do what I can like in a day, but I used to take like daily naps. where I would just like a certain point of the day, call it quits, take a nap, wake up maybe like an hour or two later, have like my battery somewhat charged, not even like completely. And that was really hard. To be honest, like that really took a toll on me because I felt like I really couldn't do anything. I was just like always like tired and not up to doing what an average person can do in a day. And yeah, that was really tough for me, to be honest. It was really frustrating just because like the whole process was like something new, and like it took a while for me to be able to accept it and get used to it. But yeah, just like a few weeks ago is where I started to get a little more energy, to the point where like it's not that I have all my energy back, it's just that I have enough energy to get what I need to get done in a day and not have to take a nap. I do have to like rest and like catch my breath a little bit, but it's not so severe like before, if that makes sense. Another one of my symptoms, and I'm feeling it right now, is being out of breath all the freaking time. Pretty much week 8 moving forward to like literally now, just like always out of breath. So it's like when I'm going upstairs, that's difficult. When I'm literally just talking literally to the camera, that's difficult. I especially feel like a pregnant woman when I like run out of breath. I know like with the fatigue and being like out of breath and stuff like that, I heard that you can definitely like work out and that'll like help, but I'm so drained all the time where no, I don't have to take a nap, but no, I don't have enough energy to go to the gym or like take a freaking walk consistently. So I haven't necessarily gotten to that part, but I do know that it's important to continue like being somewhat active, and especially like getting closer to the due date, it will help with like labor and all that. So I'm aware, I'm just not quite there yet. I guess I should also mention like my cravings, because I know that's like a big thing. So basically on week 8 is when I started experiencing like cravings, and I know it may seem a little early on to have cravings. I still have it to now, so I definitely feel like it's a craving. But anyway, from the very beginning, I would always crave like any form of potatoes. Mashed potatoes, hash browns, tater tots, like baked potato. All of that sounds absolutely amazing to me. I wasn't a huge potato person beforehand, so that was definitely new. Another thing that I started craving were fruits. Pretty much just like you name it, like bananas, blueberries were a big one, like those little mandarin oranges, stuff like that, watermelon, honestly any kind of form of it. So like acai bowls, smoothies, fruit bowls, like I was really into it. But kind of recently I have had cravings of like milkshakes. And not only milkshakes, like just ice cream in general. I love ice cream. There's no particular like flavor that like I have been wanting, but just like I just love ice cream. So like always kind of having that around is great. Another thing that I've recently been craving is high C and like fruit punch high C. It all really started because like whenever I would go to Chick-fil-A, I normally got their sweet tea, and I've been trying to just like stay away from caffeine in general. And lemonade kind of makes like my acid reflux flare up. And so I had to find like an alternative, and I found the high C, or I came back to because literally childhood. But yeah, started drinking high C, love it. Definitely like have a lot of cravings for it. No crazy cravings. Sorry to be so boring. So another thing is, anyone who knows me, I have never been a big water drinker, like at all. I feel like that's pretty common, but me in particular, like hate the taste of water. I don't understand it. I just don't like it. So obviously that's like a huge thing, especially during pregnancy. Definitely stay hydrated. So I really struggled with that in the beginning until literally I've been eyeballing this for months. And I was finally gifted one, and literally it's been a life changer. Let me grab it. So this is my Stanley cup. I feel like everyone knows the brand, and they're really, really popular. But yeah, I have really been wanting one for a long time, definitely a couple of months now. And so I have been carrying this around with me every single day. It holds 40 ounces, which is way more water than I was ever drinking in a day. This has been great. It's really cute. Comes with a cute handle, comes with a reusable straw, and it definitely just keeps your water cold throughout the whole freaking day. I will leave this on my bedside overnight and it'll still be cold the next day. It's been so crazy just to see the development of the baby. Seeing when she was like so tiny to like now, we are able to see ultrasounds, and obviously every doctor checkup we check the baby's heartbeat and make sure everything is good. And just like hearing the heartbeat and, you know, seeing her, even though we didn't know it was a girl at the time. Honestly, I'm so speechless right now. I don't even know how to describe it to you. It's just been such an amazing journey stepping into this, and it honestly just makes everything, all of the sickness, worth it. Those were the biggest symptoms that I had to deal with during my first trimester. But obviously there were some other things too, like I would have soreness in my breasts along with my acid reflux and nausea. I would have like not necessarily like a full-on puking session, but I would have like, I like to describe it as like spit up, where it would just be like the smallest amount but like still something like coming out. I would have a ton of those. I was also obviously really emotional during my first trimester. So much is going on in your body, and it is just really overwhelming sometimes. Like it was kind of like hard to grasp, and I think especially me being like a creature of habit, it was a completely different journey for me. And some of it was fun and exciting and I fell like right into it, and some of it was a little hard to accept at first, and basically realizing that like my body is changing, like I am changing, my mentality and everything is changing. But also I would get emotional about watching a TV show, watching a movie, like listening to lyrics to a song, happy tears, sad tears, all of the above, just emotional everything. It comes with the territory. Overall, I was pretty sick most of my first trimester, all of my first trimester. Personally for me, I just felt like it was never going to end, just because like, you know, a lot of people talk about the second trimester, like how amazing it is. And then I got into second trimester and symptoms were still kind of there. Like, I was expecting it to just be like done. But it didn't really go that way, and obviously everyone's different. But that was kind of a struggle going through as well. Even to this day, like, I'm not fully enjoying my second trimester yet. So it's a little frustrating not being able to get back and feel like myself completely, but just understanding that it's like all part of the process and that everyone is different, and basically giving yourself more grace because you are literally carrying a human being inside you and everything is so different. That is kind of the whole recap of my first trimester, just like a huge whirlwind, and I'm still just trying to like navigate all of this and learn what I can, giving myself grace because this is like a big thing. And basically just embracing every part of it. But anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and end the video here, and it was just really nice to be able to sit down and kind of like talk about my whole process, because even like friends and family have been asking just kind of like how everything's been going and how I've been feeling, and how this whole process has been. So that's kind of everything wrapped in one. But yeah, I will definitely be making more videos just about the whole journey. Like, I'm a first-time mom. I am figuring out as I go, for sure. I am not an expert on anything. I don't even really know what I'm doing, but trying to figure out as I go. So thank you so much for watching and just kind of being on this journey with me. I hope you enjoyed this video. I will see you in my next, and yeah, bye!